In October 2021, the Chuddlemen, Ross, Brian, and Sam, convened at a cabin in the woods to start a podcast. Deep in the basement, they discovered the Goo Book. Unfortunately, they had made the mistake of muttering the incantation inside. Now cast into the Chuddleverse and trapped in a time loop, they are the crypt keepers of the Goo Gods, forced to ask and answer the same questions about a different horror movie every episode. This episode, they are Chuddling.
Aliens. Welcome to a brand new broadcast of Chuddle the Pod, the only interdimensional horror movie club trapped in a time loop. For tonight's sacrifice, we are offering up 1986's Aliens to all the gods, again, because all the gods love it when we have our special guest, the Horror Bandwagon, around. Thanks for joining us tonight. Ross, are you here?
Oh, hey.
Thank you. Sam.
Sup?
Love it. You know those stupid voices, but let's bring in the ones that we love ever so much.
These are the well-educated voices.
I guess.
Hello.
College voices.
Sergio, Cody, welcome back to talk about some aliens. We're so happy to have you here. How are you guys doing?
Well, thank you for having us once again.
I'm so ready to talk about goo, wet stuff.
Just
K-wide,
just
Milky discharge.
Oh, there's a lot of milky discharge.
A lot of milkiness.
You came to the right podcast with the right movie.
Yes.
Yes.
At
I'm
least
ready.
a quarter cup of milky discharge every episode, guaranteed. Before we continue, I must take a moment to thank our acolytes, the patrons whose offerings sustain the crypt and keep the signal strong for just $3 a month. Want to support us in other ways? Subscribe, rate, review, comment, and share the show. We appreciate everything you guys do. So, all club members are present. The acolytes are avowed. Let's crack open up that Goo Book and officially begin tonight's meeting.
Chuddle Aspertus.
Give me that goo. Oh, yeah.
Our logline for Aliens: decades after surviving the Nostromo incident, Ellen Ripley is sent out to reestablish contact with a terraforming colony, but finds herself battling the alien queen and her offspring. Taglines for this one: this time, there's more. This time, it's war.
Oh, Dr. Seuss.
Those were
over
two
here.
that they really played around with that situation. I guess
Interesting.
none of them blow
This
me
time
away.
it's war is the one I know.
Yeah.
I recognize that one.
Right.
But
I mean, this time
this
there's
time
more.
it's more
Makes
is good
sense.
too because it's true. It's
Yeah.
very accurate.
It's a little too direct for me. I like a little vagueness.
This one is plural.
Fair.
You really can't. Well, wait. No one can hear
In space,
no
you
one-
still can't. They still can't hear you scream.
on a planet,
in
they
space.
can hear you scream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
There are some places in the universe you don't go alone.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in deepest space, all hell is breaking loose.
I like it. I like when it's hell
Okay.
breaks loose or
Yeah.
chaos will ensue.
I like when hell breaks loose, you know?
Keeps it interesting.
Quick contain in hell.
That's true. And because I had to include it, they're even scarier the second time around on the Fox VHS cover.
Great.
Is it just when they're on the VHS cover, not like
Yeah.
anywhere else?
Only
Anywhere
only
else.
on the VHS
Only-
cover.
Okay.
I mean, there's an annotation
And
about
it's
that, so
only
it
the
must be
second time
important.
you see it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were cute on my initial watch, so not
Oh,
scared.
yeah. See?
See? See?
Adorbs.
Second watch, though. God damn, I was scared.
Who forged this tribute for the goo gods?
Directed by James Cameron, also screenplay by James Cameron, David Giller, and Walter Hill. Obviously, we know James Cameron from a lot of different things, but Piranha
Yeah.
2, The Spawning,
Yeah.
horror-wise. Terminator,
Wait,
I
what?
included it in there,
The
and
Terminator?
The Abyss
Yep.
as well. But he's done, obviously, so much shit.
What?
He did Piranha?
Piranha 2,
Two.
The Spawning.
Whoa.
Joe Dante did Piranha, who did Gremlins. The Piranha movies, they had great directors. It was both their first movies too, I believe.
I've only seen the remake, so I guess we got to watch the originals.
I haven't seen any of them.
And Alex
they're
Aja
bonkers.
did the remake, which we just covered, High Tension, or it's about to come out.
We will be covering High Tension with a musician or an author. David Giller. He was one of the screenwriters. He did Alien. He worked on Alien 3. Same with Walter Hill, did Alien 3 as well. Walter Hill, I also noticed for you guys, had some Tales from the Crypt episodes where he wrote and directed.
Cool.
Wow.
Which ones? Did it say?
I knew you were going to ask that. So it's season 1, episode 1, The Man Who Was Death.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
Yep.
Season 2, episode 3, Cutting Cards.
Great one.
And season 3, episode 12, Deadline.
Ooh.
He also apparently, I think, wrote The Warriors. Or directed The
movie.
Warriors.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that movie.
Key players of this film, obviously, we know Sigourney Weaver as Ripley from Alien franchise, Ghostbusters franchise, and obviously a lot of other things there. Carrie Henn as Newt. Didn't really do anything else. Michael Biehn, Corporal Hicks, as Corporal Hicks is in Terminator, Planet Terror, and also was a voice in Predator, Killer of Killers.
Oh, was he? Cool.
Whoa.
Paul Reiser, who played Burke. I noted Stranger Things. That's the most horror.
I do remember
thing
that
you could see.
afterwards.
He was in that.
Yeah.
Mad About You is why I know him.
That's why I know him as well. Mad About You was played in my household,
this.
so I watched
Those are the only
it.
two
Yeah,
things.
right. Lance Henriksen, obviously, it was Bishop, known from a lot of things. Omen 2, Piranha 2, The Spawning, The Terminator, Pumpkinhead, the Alien franchise, Tales from the Crypts episodes, Scream 3, Millennium, Hellraiser, Hellworld, and on.
And on. That man could wash my hands any day of the week.
That's a Pumpkinhead reference.
Which we covered if anybody wants to listen to that.
Yeah, check out our Pumpkinhead. Check out our Pumpkinhead.
Ooh, it's bulbous.
Bill Paxton, Private Hudson, Terminator, Predator 2, Club Dread, which we have covered.
We saw him in Frailty recently.
Oh,
that's a fun ride.
Oh, it was intense.
Didn't he direct Frailty? I think he
so.
directed Frailty.
Yeah, we did it for our Patreon. It was intense.
Oh, awesome. William Hope as Lieutenant Gorman, was in Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. And I didn't include what it was, but he's done a lot of voiceover work. That's where a lot of his stuff has gone in the Alien world. And I think other stuff like Alien games and everything. Jeanette Goldstein as Private Vasquez, Al Matthews as Sergeant Apone, Mark Rolston as Private Drake. He was in Saw 5 and 6. Rico Ross as Private Frost was in Wishmaster. Covered that with you guys.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that episode. That one's probably almost a yearish old, I think, at this point. Colette Hiller as Corporal Farrell. Daniel Cash, Private Spunkmeyer, was in Nightbreed and also Diary of the Dead. We've covered that.
Hey, that with you guys.
Did we know this at the time? I can't remember.
No, probably not. Cynthia Dale Scott, Corporal Dietrich.
DJ.
There we go. Perfect. Remixed it on the spot. That was all meant to be this way. DJ Screw in the house. Tipping as Private Crow, and Trevor Steedman as Private Where's Bowski?
Where is Bowski?
We're going to ask a couple questions here to figure out who this horror is really for, as our sound clip just said. Is it for beginners, first of all? I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think this is great for beginners. I think a lot of people had seen Aliens before they saw Alien. Because
for sure.
The more action orientation of it.
I think for sure, just like the scare factor is a little bit different. And there's a lot of explosions. So I feel like if there's anything that will like hook you in.
Yeah.
Certainly. More gunfights, more all that, just more action oriented all around.
Yeah.
So a little more digestible, I guess. Especially if you're watching action movies and you're like, I fucking love action movies. And then you throw this in here and you're like, holy crap, I like this weird alien. Let's go check out all this other horror shit. So I think it works well.
Exactly.
Subgenres this fits into: alien, monster, sci-fi, action. I mean,
Yeah.
Those hit
Yeah.
the big
Nailed them all.
4 right there.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any advice that you would give to someone before they go to check out Aliens? I don't even think you need to have seen Alien, obviously.
No,
Like, that's the
I
case for a
don't
lot
think
of
you need
people.
to either. For
Oh,
sure.
yeah. They kind of like cover a lot of it at the beginning or throughout.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm pretty certain I saw this before I saw Alien. I don't think I would tell you anything. Have fun.
Have a good time.
Would you say
Yeah,
this time
enjoy it.
there's more?
This time,
Is that
there's
the best
more.
advice?
You didn't know.
Awesome.
Trigger warnings.
I would say, if anything, there's maybe some claustrophobia you might get with some tight space stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah,
some
for
slight
sure.
body horror, obviously.
Yeah.
with
Body
face
horror.
huggers and chest bursters. I mean, if you have an aversion to sexual alien, they're not
Yeah.
sexual themselves, but their design and
they
nature
design
is
very sexy.
There must be a phobia of like eggs or egg-like things somewhere.
Ooh, that's
Oh, yes.
definitely.
because
Yeah.
there's more. Well, no, there was a lot of eggs in Aliens, but you see them more often in this one.
Honestly, a phobia of parasites.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
or even just
Mhm.
like insects in general. I think that there are some parts near the end that might trigger some like insect stuff.
Children in distress
Yeah.
Yes.
or child in distress,
Yep.
Certainly.
chauvinistic things said.
Yes.
Yeah.
1986
Triggered.
going on real hard. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
With men,
Well, and Marines,
men
you know,
marine
space
stuff.
Marines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
I
also
think-
capitalism. Trigger warning for capitalism.
Corporate greed.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but I, you know,
Trigger awakening for capitalism.
It's a commentary on it, more or less. Right. And again, the action-y nature lends it to be a little less brutal on you, as opposed to like a horror movie with a lot of these would be a lot more
Yes.
playing on those phobias.
Right.
This
Mhm.
is just kind of
Yeah.
has
it's slick, you
Yeah.
know.
Ooh, love that.
Slimy.
And would you say the god of gore, Ugat Malu, is satisfied with this? I don't know if he is. If I'm going
I
to
don't
be
think
honest.
so. I'm gonna
I
say
don't
no.
think so.
Because if he
No,
wants real
I'm gonna say
gore,
no, too.
you're not getting it really from this.
No.
I mean,
Get
can
more
you count
a-
the alien gore?
Alien gore. There's definitely
Alien
I don't
gore.
know.
There's cyborg gore. You know what I mean? Like,
Isn't that mostly just like spray?
I
yeah.
think Ugat Malu has a taste for human gore.
Yeah.
What was this
and
rated?
R
R for language, probably.
language and
Yeah.
stuff
Oh.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there is like a lot of goo, but not a lot of gore. As in, like,
Yeah.
you don't really
Blood,
see
yeah.
like human beings getting like
Yep.
more acid burns and suggested mutilations than actually seeing it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cutaways to certain deaths in there.
Yeah, the people just get taken pretty quickly. Yeah.
What is that smell?
Do you remember if you smelled anything funny?
Ugh, it's that smell again.
Obviously, it arrived spoiled.
It isn't good. It's spoiled.
I mean, I had to cut down probably about 100 pages of trivia.
I bet.
Yeah, it
I
was
can only imagine.
quite a bit. So this is just a taste of it. A lot of it does talk about, a lot of the trivia is really specific for things about the special effects that I didn't put in here. I touched on that, but if you really want to get into the weeds with it, it's all out there for sure. But IMDb behind the scenes says that Bill Paxton continuously apologized to Carrie Henn throughout filming every time Hudson had to swear in front of her. Henn later admitted that she didn't mind, mainly because she didn't really know what any of the words meant.
Just a man profusely apologizing to her.
That's fun.
And apparently years later at a cast reunion, Henn had obviously grown up so much that Paxton didn't recognize who she was at first.
I believe that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Carrie Henn, while filming the newt scene where she's in the duct, she kept deliberately blowing the scene so that she could slide down the vent. James
No
Cameron
way.
finally dissuaded her by saying that if she completed the shot, she could play on it as much as she wanted. She did, and he kept his promise.
Oh, that's sweet.
Just being a
Love
kid
it.
on set.
Yeah.
And I think I got one more specific to her for the scene where the alien emerges behind her. Great scene. She was asked to scream loudly, which she did. In fact, the scream was so convincing that the crew feared that they had emotionally scarred the young actress for life. However, afterwards, Hannah assured them it was all acting. She had just been talking with the stuntman in the alien suit for a while prior to the scene, so his sudden appearance didn't frighten her.
Oh, that's good.
Great.
That's really good.
Yeah. So there you go. Lance Henriksen had privately pledged to quit acting if this part didn't work out for him after years of journeyman roles. Obviously, it proved to be one of his most successful films.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank God
he's so good in this movie.
Oh, he's great. There is I'll just talk about it now. According to Lance, he based the character of Bishop on his innocent 12-year-old self. He would sometimes get lost in the role during shooting and would leave the studio to wander around London while the movie was actually being filmed. Not knowing the area, he would easily get lost and have to call the crew to figure out how to get back to the studio. He also said, like his young self, Bishop would forgive people for this mistreatment of him since he knew that he would outlive all of them.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
That's such an awesomely
That's good to
brutal
know.
response. We're like, it's fine. You're going to die.
You know what, Grandpa? I forgive you for being a jerk. 'Cause I'm gonna
live longer than you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna die soon.
None of the models or the original designs of the Narcissus, the Nostromo's shuttle from Alien could be found. So set designers and model makers had to reconstruct the model of the ship and the interior set from watching Alien.
Oh, that sucks.
Imagine just like,
God.
sit there, watch this a whole bunch and try to get it right.
Difference like 7 years between the movies?
78, 79
That's
to 86. Yeah.
Terrible.
In a later episode of Mad About You, Jamie and Paul Buckman are discussing the Alien movies. When Jamie mentions Aliens, Paul Reiser's character replies that he never saw it.
That's the one where the dog eats the Thanksgiving turkey.
Mad about you. At one point, James Cameron lost his cool and yelled at an actress who had trouble with handling the props. When Sigourney Weaver noticed that, she went to Cameron and said, "When you yell at an actor, you yell at all of us. So understand that what she was doing was actually very hard. Maybe shoot something else while she gets used to doing this stuff the way you want it." I just want to include that for Sigourney speaking
Fuck yeah,
up
Sigourney
against
Weaver.
Queen directors being assholes.
Yes.
Awesome.
In both the standard and special edition versions, the 15-minute countdown at the end of the film is indeed 15 minutes.
I was questioning that a little bit.
And speaking of the special edition, it includes 17 minutes of extra scenes. We mentioned this, and if you are on our Patreon, we did the watch through of this movie, a watch along stuff, and we covered the special edition. But for those that don't know, they include scenes such as Ripley discussing her daughter with Burke. Ripley is demoted by the board. Newt's parents discovering the abandoned alien ship on LV-426. A tour through the Sulaco prior to the Marines waking up. Hudson bragging about his weaponry. Ripley hesitates before she enters the colony complex on the planet. The robot sentry guns repelling 2 alien raids. The Marines theorizing about an alien leader as the source of the eggs. And Hicks and Ripley exchanging first names. So there's all this little extra stuff there.
I mean, I gotta say, it feels like watching it not as a special edition is nearly a completely different movie, because some of these scenes are like,
well, I feel like it adds there's very important information in some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking,
part of it adds a lot of context to the Newt relationship.
Yeah,
certainly. And this was, well, Sigourney Weaver had initially been very hesitant to reprise her role as Ripley. She had rejected numerous offers from Fox Studios to do any sequels, fearing that her character would be poorly written, and a subpar sequel could hurt the legacy of Alien. However, she was so impressed by the high quality of James Cameron's script, specifically the strong focus on Ripley, the mother-daughter bond between her character and Newt, and the incredible precision with which Cameron wrote her character, that she finally agreed to do the film. She was, of course, disappointed when Cameron had to shorten the movie and cut out the scene where Burke brings Ripley the bad news of her daughter's passing. Weaver felt that it would have completed the circle of the mother-daughter bond with Newt, and said that the scene's omission prevented her from fully enjoying the film at the premiere. However, this was restored in the special edition. And I remember I'd seen other people talking about it. It also kind of, the whole mother thing, just like as a whole encompassing the movie,
overarching theme.
Her battling a queen, another mother battle at the end.
Another
mothers
mother.
Everywhere. Love it.
Another
Mothers
Another
everywhere.
mother.
That's great. That's so velvety.
And a mother
smooth.
one.
And another one.
A mother one.
A mother one.
To bring the alien queen to life would take anything between 14 and 16 operators, since the head, neck,
I believe
body, legs, face, lips, jaws, tongue all had to move independently. Stan
That
Winston.
also happens to me in the morning. Tons of
You have
them
like 14 to 16
operate me.
operators. You're just like on your marionette system. Stan Winston constructed a mold from fiberglass and a foam, which was subsequently dressed with black garbage bags and moved by two puppeteers inside in order for Cameron to shoot a test video with his own camera as proof to the studio that such a large creature would be feasible. The test was so successful that garbage bag test is now an industry term for testing a prototype special effect.
Huh.
Cool.
The fully built animatronic creature was so convincing that Spielberg later enlisted Winston to construct the T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
That's really cool.
That's incredible.
Love that.
Most of the shots where it appears that the aliens are crawling quickly through tunnels or air ducts were filmed using a vertical shaft with the camera at the bottom and the alien actors being lowered headfirst on a cable.
Interesting.
Wow. Wow.
So that they could all be, around sides and kind of
That
like
gives
moving
them
around.
All those shots were creepy as fuck.
Mhm.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Oh, they're great.
They-
I love them. Scares the
So
shit out of me. Even Paul Reiser's own mother said good when his character met his demise in the film.
Oh, he did a good job. He did a good job.
Yeah.
There's so much about people being so happy with like
Hating him.
hating him and how good he is.
Oh
at
yeah,
it.
we went in on him on our reaction.
He's like a
Good.
quintessential
He deserves it.
corporate dickhead. Like
Oh,
Slime
yeah.
ball. Yeah, absolutely.
It's perfect.
Mhm.
Like playing the nice guy, but he's a fucking slime ball and doing
Ugh.
Yeah.
whatever for that fucking company. And speaking of slime, it was KY jelly, copious amounts of KY jelly, just all over the place,
Oh, okay.
as we mentioned, which they used in the first one too.
Keeping KY jelly alive,
Single-handedly.
single-handedly thriving.
In the 80s and 70s. The original design of the xenomorph head from Alien was initially copied. It had a rigid forehead with a layer of semi-translucent gel covering the ridges to make it appear smooth. When Cameron saw the heads as a work in progress without the gel, he thought the ridges made the head more interesting, so the gel was left out. The hard-edged lighting that Cameron was going to use on the set wouldn't have properly lit the dome anyway. And Sam, when we were doing our watch along, you mentioned a few times the lighting is so insane in this movie, and I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The difference in appearance between the creatures from both films has since been the subject of several fan theories, one being that the rigid xenomorphs from Aliens are much older than their only hours old counterpart from the first movie and have lost the covering gel as part of a maturing process. Another theory is that the ridged aliens are a warrior caste within the species specifically bred to protect the queen. So all these theories came from why they kind of look a little
Whoa.
bit different with their heads.
Okay.
Cameron himself simply explained it away as that these aliens were a slightly mutated version of the original creature, but they're still technically the warrior drones. It's still the same type of alien because
Yeah.
as we go on, we learn about all sorts of different variations of xenomorphs, but
Mhm.
these are apparently the same type as an alien. And the final one I got here is the design of the queen was created by Cameron in collaboration with Stan Winston based upon an initial painting Cameron had created at the start of the project. So he painted it all up and designed it. I know he wanted to ask for Geiger. He was like, should I bring him in to design this queen thing? But he kind of was like, I also just kind of like my design that I did.
Yeah.
So I think Geiger at one point was kind of pissed about it that he didn't get asked, but Cameron wrote him like a letter of apology, and I think they've all made up.
Geiger just wrote back, this doesn't look like a vagina.
Where's a phallic symbol here? Where's
I don't see a dick or a vagina in this.
Yannick.
Fail.
With all of that trivia out of the way, let's get into this movie with a quick little recap. The Chuddlemen are all going to stick our hands into our respective goo buckets and see who the goo sticks to. So put it in. It's just straight up KY jelly. It feels kind of fine. It's that warming one.
Very nice.
So we all pull our hands out. The KY slips off mine. It seems to be stuck on Sam and Ross's, but at the last minute, it drips off Ross's hand and sticks on Sam for him to explain aliens.
That's all tingly too.
Ooh,
I can't get it
glistening.
off.
The gods have determined it so.
I'll deal with it. Okay, so Aliens picks up right where Alien left off. Ripley has been floating out in space with Jonesy with her. They get picked up by some scavenging crew, and now she is at a base just outside of Earth. Is that what it? That's what it is, right? But she's in space, not on Earth, getting treated. She meets Paul Reiser. He represents the company. Do they ever say Weyland-Yutani, or do they only say the company? I know I see the W symbol on things, the Weyland-Yutani logo, but I don't know if they ever say it.
That's a good point.
Meets Paul Reiser. He's like, look, you've been out for 57 years. It's a miracle anybody even found you. So now you're part of the company. Welcome back. She gives her little depositions on what happened and why she just self-destructed the ship, kind of acting like they don't believe her, but then at the same time they're like, well, that planet you went down to, we started terraforming there, and now everybody there disappeared and isn't talking to us anymore. So we wanted to talk to you.
We don't believe you.
Why? Yeah. And so if you could go with a team of Space Marines down there, that would be great. So she initially doesn't agree to, but then I guess face her fears. She has this reoccurring nightmare of a chest burster coming out of her. So she meets up with the Space Marines. They're all a bunch of different characters. Is where Bill Paxton is one of the more, I guess, popular ones, or more quotable ones. I feel like a lot of his lines have carried on. We meet Bishop, the synthetic artificial human, which in the last movie they called him a robot, I think. So now we're changing our language a little bit. We get the great knife chopping across Bill Paxton's hand scene. Then they get to the planet. They go down there. Everything seems quiet. Nobody's around really. And so the dopey guy who's like in charge of the mission, who's never really done missions before, is like, cool, site secure. Let's start checking this out. They find a little girl there. She left the cat back home on the spaceship. So now she's got a little girl instead of a cat. They go around, they find out, there are aliens here. We're going to have to deal with that. They have a alien battle, lose a couple Marines during this. They're kind of holed up, coming up with battle plan. The ship that was coming down to get us, that blew up. So now we're stuck on this planet. We got to figure that out. Also, the terraforming equipment is going to set off a nuclear blast. So we got to figure out a way to get out before that happens. That'll be a problem. Ripley,
just a little bit.
Ripley goes and takes a nap with Newt, leaves her gun on the bed, but she wakes up, gun's not on the bed. She's locked in there with some face huggers, squirreling around to get her and Newt, but they fend him off. What's his name? Michael Biehn shoots the window and jumps through it to save them. it was Paul Reiser, but he's still trying to worm his way out of it. He ends up running off and locking him in a room with aliens, but don't worry, he runs into an alien and gets got.
Yeah.
I think we may have already there's a great scene where they're tracking the beeping motion of the aliens, and they're like, oh, it says they're like 6 meters. No, that's inside. And it's like, oh, are they in the ceiling? And Michael Biehn peeks up there. Oh, fucking shit. Yes, they are. God, what a moment. So aliens keep picking people off.
Sure do.
We eventually get down to Ripley and Newt and Michael Biehn and Bishop the synth. Newt actually gets separated and then gets taken by an alien, so Ripley has to go rescue her, which she does. This is when we meet the Queen. The Queen's got this big egg sack laying eggs, but that gets exploded up with grenade launchers and gushing from Ripley. It sure does. So she takes off with Newt. Queen takes off after her, chases her. They get up to where the ship's supposed to be. Everything is exploding around her, but it's not there. They left without him. Bishop. No. She's going to have to take on the Queen. But he just, he couldn't stay there. So they get on the ship with Bishop and Biehn. And they're safe. But they're not safe. The Queen came along with them as they're back there. As she's talking to Bishop, he gets tail spiked and lifted up and then split in half. It's probably the goriest gore we have, and it's milk gore. And then Ripley puts on a loader, which we've seen throughout the movie, and she fights the Queen with it, tries to toss her down a hole that'll send her to space, but falls down with her. And then she climbs out and just holding on with her arm because she's a badass. Doesn't get sucked out into space while everything else does. And she climbs up and closes the space lid so nothing's getting sucked out anymore. She and Newt go into the chamber. The end.
Beautiful.
That's also impressive. You just explained a 2-hour and 34-minute movie in 10 minutes.
Not even less than that.
2 hours and 14.
Yeah, maybe less.
Oh, well, thank you.
Good job. So, with our movie knowledge updated here, let's talk about our overall premise. What if, just essentially, I think, what if Ripley had to go back to this madness and there's a whole bunch more aliens? Had to go back to the horror she escaped from. And there's more of it.
Oof.
I mean, I'm down for the premise. My first thought, though, would be a little bit of a suspender tug, which is, why would she ever agree to do that?
True.
Sure. She has morals.
I mean, the best excuse that I could come up with is like maybe going and facing her fear and like helping defeat it again will help her finally sleep at night, knowing it's like not out there anymore.
Yeah, you definitely have to overcome it.
Sell us on in this.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's part of it. Maybe that's what she tells herself. Maybe the company also is gonna fucking essentially blackmailing her that she has to do this at this point. Or do you want to pay for a multi-million-dollar ship that you blew up?
Yeah,
but I mean, she is already in a position where everyone, like a group of just higher ups, have just said she's lying or she's crazy, and she's been put really down, and people are questioning her story in general, even though she's just went through something super nuts. So I do get the drive to be like, I have to do this on my own. I have to work with these people to do something about this.
I think one of the other things that might come into play a little bit is within the special edition when she learns out that her daughter that she thought she had, were 57 years later into the future now, is passed away.
Yeah.
So that could have like what I was coming home to is no longer
waiting for you anymore.
Yeah. Might as well go fuck around with some aliens. Might as well go back to this planet.
That sounds very
was
Ripley.
Terrifying.
Yeah. No, I think I mean, like you said, some of the suspenders get tugged a little bit, but I think the premise of going to just the idea of an entire colony and what that would look like, and the idea of like because you've seen one in action, and then having the idea of like an entire settlement succumb to like xenomorphs is just such a oof. Because like especially how efficient one of them was at murdering and hiding and doing stuff, where you're like, now you have hundreds of them, is like nuts. Because what was the population of the settlement? Did they say?
They said it was like 150. It was like 50 or 60 families, so at least 100 people.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think that it's kind of silly in universe that like they specifically brought her along because she is the subject matter expert on these alien things, and the entire time they're like, shh, what do you know? We're fine.
She can never escape that.
Totally. It's like they invited her just to diss her for half the. They're like, I mean, you show up, but we're not going to listen to you.
Which is such.
I think go on.
Sorry, no. I'm just like it's such a good character that they made, like really complete in this movie, to like someone to look up to. Like this, like Ripley is someone to be like, I want to be as strong as her, because she's in a stage. She's around people who don't believe her, who treat her horribly, except for like a few people. But like she fought her way through it and survived in the end. I think that is a great message.
Well, she said, "Did I cues drop sharply in the decades I've been away," or something like that?
Yeah.
Good
Yes.
line.
And I do think there's a big part of Weyland-Yutani, the company, pushing her and gaslighting her. I think there are people probably in that boardroom that know the truth, and some bureaucratic people in that boardroom that don't really know what happened on and really do think she's crazy, and it has a mix of stuff. And like, again, they're just so controlling that I think they definitely nudge her into that, but she is so badass that she can fucking handle it and face her shit and get in there and kick ass. 158 colonists, by the way.
158 colonists.
Hadley's Hope.
Oof.
So when they get there, there's one.
And this is also one of those things like, did Yutani actually know that there was a thing there, and they intentionally were terraforming and just being like, well,
I think the terraforming was probably like a front to some extent.
Yeah.
They definitely were going.
They probably know there's
shit.
something.
Well, because they did send, they did know that like there was something there that the original Nostromo crew was sent to go investigate.
Yes.
And so I think it makes complete sense for them to follow up and be like, oh, well, something happened to the ship. So obviously there's something there. We got to go like send people to terraform and like look all over this planet to find stuff. And we know coming out of this meeting that Burke like slipped this one family the coordinates and was like, go check this out. And because I might get rich. It's I just like, as we see more of Weyland-Yutani in this, and I'm sure that we will get more information in some of the future movies too. Like it just they seem so scummy, so shitty.
Oh, they're the scummiest.
They also like I really like the fact that they bring it up in when Ripley is kind of talking with the head boards of head, and like they're in charge of, it's almost like coal miners, where like you had to shop at the coal miner, like
it's like the company's town. Yeah.
And it's like, it's very much
script.
It's very, very much like that in the fact where it's like, we hold your licensing, we hold all of these things, and like we can either leave you stranded or you work for us, which basically is indentured servitude.
Yeah, I think it's all of it. And I'm sure they were promised a different thing. Who knows the colonists and like how that, starts a process of like, being a colonist for like these companies, I guess, is an interesting thing, because it's probably, again, still don't know what it's like necessarily on Earth for a lot of people in this timeline at this point, really.
Right.
But I'm sure this is, another opportunity, the overpopulation, or, a lot of people are poor in general. And so company is able to offer you and your family a trip to beautiful LV 7 Fort, what I can't even remember.
Great weather there.
Yeah, exactly. Be on the frontier, the opening of it. The opening of this movie, Sam kind of mentioned it, and I think is a great. I do like the opening. We start and we see that we're in the ship the escape pod, whatever it is that Ripley escaped from. But then we do come to learn that it's been 57 years since the first movie. So it's like you are picking up essentially in Ripley's timeline, you're picking up right after the movie ends. But
an entire lifetime has happened.
That was
in between
jaw dropping because I was like, oh my God, it's been that long. And also like, wait, put me in a chamber. Send me to the future.
Right.
You don't age.
Now, I don't think we asked, at least on the while we've been recording, what is your history with this in terms of, did you see this before Aliens? Cody and Sergio, I'm asking you.
No, it's both of our first times.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did say this in our intro to the reaction, and I feel like I'm going to get some slack for it. I always confuse this movie because I know that it's like more actiony, but I always confuse this movie with Jason X for some reason. Listen, it's not on par. I'm not comparing it, but they're just like soldiers in space.
I mean, because one could compare to Jason X, honestly.
I guess I just
Alien Resurrection is more like Jason X.
Oh yeah, wait till we get to Alien Resurrection.
We haven't seen any.
That's the fourth one.
Specific ones that we have seen, and even when we were talking about it, we were like, "Wait, we don't remember Prometheus or what's the other one? Covenant."
Alien Covenant.
Yeah. So can't wait to like rewatch those.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun because those are the ones I definitely know the least. I've seen them all at this point, but I didn't get into much because for whatever reason, obviously.
Yeah. And I think
happen.
In Scream 2, they say like a line, the infamous line from this movie. So that's the only other thing I knew.
So this movie certainly builds upon Alien. We had pretty much one location, one set. This one has multiple big sets, miniature sets, practical effects. Sam, I'm sure would love to talk about the lighting, all of this. We talked about the vibe of the first one is such an atmospheric vibe. This one is too, in its own unique way. I mean, if you know Cameron and have seen Terminator and stuff like that, you can see some of the special effects lining up between those two. But I mean, it's so unique to this world, the way Alien was to its own. But still, it's tied together in a way that's great. So
I really enjoy the fact where I think it's almost like different ends of the spectrum, I guess. Because in the first film, it's very like sterile and quiet and ominous. And it's very claustrophobic in the way of like how the ship is built. And then in Aliens, it's the opposite, but the same feeling where it's like the outdoors is barbaric and static and windy and noisy. But also you're realizing that like, because it's being terraformed, this colony is like the only safe haven. So it's still claustrophobic, but in a different way, I guess would be the, you know what I mean?
I also think that they added a lot of like consequences to a lot of things that they do throughout the movies that then like kind of like disable them to be able to do things. So like all of a sudden we have a countdown, then we have like a specific number of hours the ship explodes. So it's not like they're taking everything away from these people that should be really well prepared. They have the lead guy who hasn't really done something like that. They only did like a simulator. So it's like that is adding more things that make you feel like we're losing hope as we go along through the movie. But on top of that, with the like, you think like there's going to be so many aliens and it's not going to be scary, but they still hide, and you get more of that sense of like they still can be anywhere. They still pull off a like bunch of moments where aliens are just untangling and just coming out. Like it's I still get that sense of claustrophobia, but it's different, as you said.
I mean, I get the sense from a lot of a lot of just the way that the lighting and the environment and everything is presented. This almost feels like dystopian to me. Whereas the last movie was definitely more of that, like, you're all alone out here and you're trapped in this tiny little box with this evil killer alien. Whereas this, it's like, it almost feels like you said, Ross, it's like so big that you feel alone in this tiny little dot in an entire environment and world and ecosystem that is all working against you in the interest like purely of profit at all costs.
Yes.
I know for like the costumes and the alien suits in this one, they did a lot of stuff so that they would shoot it to make them look bigger and more imposing. Because with our alien in the first one, he was like 7 foot something tall. Like it was a really tall dude. So I believe Cameron was like
Big Chap, right, or something like that. Is that what they called the first guy? Yeah.
But Cameron was like, we can't get like 10 7 feet tall guys and
to do this.
So we're gonna have to work with angles a little bit.
People.
But he really wanted to make the outfits a little bit more able to maneuver in easy.
Oh yeah.
So that they could do all these running and crazy those scary type shots.
But I think it also it helps too that the premise of the xenomorph is a stealth killer. So like it's because I think you would glaringly see the difference between the alien creatures from the first or second one if there were more of these like brooding, like lumbering things going around, because they like skitter and hide and they're they're imposing creatures that find very tight corners just to hide in and crawl around in. So like no matter what the space is, they still look huge because they're in these very confined, fucked up parts of the ship and the colony. So when you see them, they're all just writhing through it.
At the same time, I feel like you really get a sense more of what the xenomorphs can do. And even like Ripley says it, where she's like, they're all working together and they're not going against each other. And that's where you really get a sense of like, they're thinking through all this. They are working together to come through, and they've made plans. And it's like, oh fuck, do we even have a chance?
Oh, totally. Especially like the turret scene where like they're literally testing defenses and then pausing and then testing defenses again. Where you're like, this is, oh no,
And it's scary because they also the way they test they'll get shot. Aliens will get shot up and killed, and it's a hive mind mentality, which we really kind of know. In that, it doesn't. They are willing to sacrifice themselves so easily. Then that's that thought of like, yes, they are these crazy stealth killers, but they can the overwhelming nature of them too. There's just so many that can just start piling in. It's like, you start taking out one, cool, we got it. I got to take out the next one. The next one. It's like, oh shit, that was always scary to me too. I remember as a kid, just the amount of them. This time there's more.
A horde. Yeah. It's literally
they really do mean more.
They do mean more.
They really do mean that. They should have used that tagline. So I think it's so cool. One of the other things that's like the lighting to it as well. Cameron wanted to use whatever gun would produce the most muzzle flash so that he could get like really intense lighting stuff, which ended up being like so they altered like a Tommy gun or something like that to get those big booms.
Cool.
But stuff they are lit from the up, the bottom, all sorts of different ways, and
pulse rifle,
just
man,
adds
so cool
to the feel of this sci-fi dystopian aliens world.
Yeah.
I mean the lighting when Newt is in the water with the alien, like that shot looks beautiful but scary. Was insane. And also the lighting when Ripley comes out in the, I don't even know what it's called, the
loader.
The loader, the exosuit thing.
Yeah, and she's like lit from the back. Oh, I nearly orgasmed at that moment. That was like so good.
Yeah, the lighting is like elegant. You know what I mean? It's, no matter like what the horrendousness is going on, you're like, wow, this is just like beautifully well done, well crafted.
Well, it's got all these different colors, and it's people are getting shine from all over the place around their hair from behind, but also from underneath, and with red in one corner and blue in another, and a orange siren flashing.
Yeah, I mean, some level the color theory of it all.
It's
it
all
plays
the composition,
very well. Compositions and playing off each other. A lot of blues with yellows and orange stuff like popping. So like a lot of things will pop from that and vice versa, which is awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
The one thing, I mean, the practical effects, there's only a few times when some of the models or like the flying, when the ships are specifically like flying on the planet.
Yeah.
I would say are some of my I don't know. I don't want to say weak spots. I feel like if there's anything to criticize about the practical effects, it's there just because it's dated of the time, but it still has a good feeling because it is of that time. And maybe I put on some suspenders for that, but
yeah, it's kind of insane because I think of like the special effects in this one. I think I said it during the reaction is that like I feel like some of the effects, like those, definitely of the time, but I feel like some of them also still is good today. You know, there's some effects that I feel like some movies with super CGI don't look good, and I'm like, I'd rather prefer what's going on here. That is, it looks amazing. I think there was one where I was like, oh, it's like a screen where you see like the ship like falling, and there was like obviously a screen. But even that, I was like, that's kind of smart. I kind of get it. Yeah. I get what they're going for.
I can't knock it. Yeah,
it feels like they worked for it and it's earned, and you kind of like it.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you, Brian. I think that like having the ship scenes are the only kind of critique I would have, but it definitely isn't like a Ghostbusters chasing terror dog kind of lapse of special effects.
The ship's like flying scenes and stuff like that are things that I like think of like and remind me of Terminator special effects and stuff. With like a lot of those ships flying.
Especially T2.
Yeah, precisely.
Particularly T2, I should say.
Yeah. Even speaking of going back to the practicality of all, we mentioned this scene already. I mean, when the Queen's egg sack gets blown up by grenade launchers, that's all like gnarly practical shit. And I mean, that looks like an egg sack being blown up and gushing.
So much goo.
Even when she like stands up to separate it from
when she
separates herself off, and the sound design on it too.
That was
you
insane.
Can feel it. You can feel it. You ever feel your egg sac detaching?
Several times a day.
Watch Aliens and you'll feel it.
I love the look of the Queen.
Yeah.
The Queen looks so cool. I did call her a 5-head, but it's fine. She is a queen.
I definitely had her toy. That was one of the alien toys I had.
Oh.
And she had a...
so part of the reason this was the movie I saw first was because my friend had a Queen alien toy. Oh. So I wanted to see the movie it was from.
Hell yeah. They had the one I had anyway had like a little thing on the back of her head, like a air pump thing that you would press so that the mouth would come out and it would go.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, that was super
They
fun.
need to make these toys again. Like,
I'm
mass produce it.
And
there's
it was
a weird thing in like the late 80s, early 90s where these like R-rated movies were getting kids toys.
Well, here's what happened. They wanted to make the toys and they also they're trying to figure out how to make an animated kids show version of Aliens.
Oh.
That didn't really work out, obviously. But they still went along with making the toys. And
God, I don't even know what year it was, because my introduction to Aliens actually came through the toys, because there was a toy line that was different animals. So there was like a gorilla one, there was like a praying mantis one, a snake one, but every alien toy that you got had a comic strip in it about like basically like a xenomorph crash.
Wait, it was like a xenomorph gorilla?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. There's like a xenomorph rhino. Like it's basically like xenomorphs crash landed, I think somewhere in like Africa or something like that. So this whole thing is like space marines landing with like this barren ship, and then all these face huggers literally just face hug all these animals all over this jungle, and then like all these like sprouts. So there's like a python one.
Yes.
It was insane.
In the same line, there was the Queen alien, the gorilla alien, the scorpion alien, and the bull alien. I had the bull alien as well. That's the one I had, which was like all four, probably almost similar.
How did y'all get these toys?
Oh, they're just toys.
Parents.
Yeah, Toys R Us.
Like, I want the alien toy.
Well,
I didn't have.
It was. I think the selling point was the comic was included. So I was like, I want to read that comic. And I was like,
that's
toy.
Cool.
I don't know if I cared about the comic, if I'm going to be honest. I probably just was like, cool toys. And again, Alien, the franchise, whatever it is one of my earliest memories of a scary horror movie existing. Whether I had seen it or not, I always thought about it or had heard about it in my house. So I think it was one of those things where I'm like kind of scared, but think it's also really cool. So that's probably, maybe I like the toys because the toys came out in 1992. So I would have been 7-ish. Is that how old we were about 92? 6, 7? 6, 7.
I was 6.
Oh.
I did it, guys.
I have a quick question. Is this, I might be dumb for this because maybe I forgot in the first one, but is this the first time that they use xenomorph, or did they say it in the first one too already?
I don't believe they said it in the first one.
No, I don't think they said it in the first one.
Correct.
So this would be the first time they say xenomorph.
And xenomorph,
Did they say it in this one?
Yeah, they say like they're
Yeah.
called xenomorphs. Unless it was deleted.
Yeah, I believe
don't
so.
know.
Because in the first one, you know, this just like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah. Okay.
So the reason that they say it in this movie is I believe it's xenomorph is technically just a combination of two words that can mean just
Like
a creature
alien,
essentially some sort of alien type thing.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it's
didn't know
not
that.
necessarily a species, but it just grew into them. They
Became
are
that.
Became
a
that.
xenomorph.
What they are. Got it.
Yeah. So let's just get into the suspenders of it all. Like I said, I think the practical effects may look dated, so you might have to throw some suspenders on if you're not used to the effects of the time. But they certainly worked for me. I know you said you had a few things, or you mentioned something about the beginning, Sam.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, other the fact that just like, why would she go back?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So that would be your
Yeah.
suspenders there for sure.
Yeah, just like I can't, especially because for her, it just happened. Everybody else is 57 years later. She just sent that out the airlock and blasted it with the jet, and now she's up again. And you know what the hell is happening?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm glad I'm glad she decides to go and we get the movie we get. But I can't.
What is
It
that?
doesn't feel right.
Didn't mean for that to happen. Just continue on. Don't worry about what's going on behind with me.
The only remark I would say in regarding to suspenders, I just found this funny. It's just the fact the queen was like, you know what? I'm also going to be taking the elevator. Beam me up.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then she the whole time I'm like, is she just in there with like elevator music, just like
It would have been a great cut.
filing
Yeah.
her nails or something?
Right.
The extended
That's so
director's
good.
cut.
I love that. And then she comes out, I'm like, okay, it's my time to shine. And then it's just, that part was very funny. It didn't take me out, but it just was like, I can't believe this is happening. 2, do they explain how she got on the ship? On the,
No.
Sneaky
Jumped and
alien
grabbed
ways.
a hold.
she just like grabbed as
Like
I think-
people jump and grab the bottom of a helicopter. Like
Aliens,
that, but
I just feel like
xenomorphs,
you would
Queen.
feel that.
they're very good at getting on ships without people knowing. That's one of their powers, I think.
Oh, that's true.
they were kind of stuck. It shows the foot, like one of the legs of it being stuck in some stuff as they're trying to get out that it has to like break free of. So
Mhm.
maybe if she got on during that, then you wouldn't necessarily feel it.
Fair.
I don't know.
No, I mean, it
I
makes as
believe
much
it.
sense as anything, and it doesn't need to make much sense. It's all just flowing so well. It's when you go into analyze, you're like, wait, how that? Who
Wait a
cares?
minute.
Ross, did you have any thoughts?
No, I think
Just anything.
no, I think that was just the. I don't know. I mean, like, I think with this one, I think because everything's so well done, even the stuff that's like not as polished, like you said, like like the screen, like things like that, it's more endearing than anything else. You know what I mean? It doesn't really bother me.
Totally. I love to hear it. Now, we mentioned before the badass crew, a lot of things getting sucked off screen into this hole, that hole, a countdown happening. These are various tropes that certainly happen with this movie. And I think it pulls out a lot of them very well. I mean, the badass crew of, space Marines, you could sub that for, crew of Marines going into a jungle to fight a predator.
Yep.
Or such. So, and the thing I like that it does with them so well, and can certainly be a trope, is the individuality of them all. and all their uniforms are a little bit marked in their own personal styles. I know Cameron had them and allowed them to do that themselves.
Oh, cool.
And put their personality in there. They hung out a lot together to build that kind of crew so that they all felt like this unit working together, which I think works well.
I like the Vasquez Drake relationship, like the two best friends of the group, so to speak.
Besties.
Yeah, that are like looking out for each other.
Yeah.
And
because they're both railgunners,
for the first
right?
time.
Because
I guess
the weird
so.
hip
Yeah, they have
railgunners.
the little thing. Yeah.
Those are steady cams. They use a steady cam
Oh,
for
is that
like a
what
camera to be able to hold those.
Cool.
guns.
It is
Yeah.
cool, like how she looks when she's walking around. I'm like, yeah, do it.
Next.
Frost was so hot. Oh my god, my boy Frost! I can't believe he died so fast.
Right?
Who's that? Oh, that's the guy from Wishmaster.
Yeah, and he I think what happened was just someone turned on the fire and just he caught on fire and fell. I think that was him who died because they yelled Frost.
It happens so quickly.
Oh yeah, they just start
It's
yelling
like two
names.
or three of
like,
them
no!
are just boom.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice touch I liked. I didn't notice before. The medic lady has a red cross with a blood drop tattoo on her forearm. And it's just speaking to those little touches and them being allowed to customize their own characters. I now wonder if that was her idea or not.
Yeah, the pilot had what did it say? Fly with the skies. Feel free.
Oh yeah, fly the friendly skies. The airlines thing.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of the crew, I don't know if you guys knew this. James Remar was originally cast to play Corporal Hicks, but he was he was fired. Essentially, I think he was doing a bunch of drugs or some shit and got caught in all sorts of trouble while they were in England.
80s.
So they had shot some stuff, but then they had to bring in and reshoot with Michael Biehn. So Michael Biehn is the only one I believe that it was unhappy with his uniform because he didn't get to customize it. It was
customize it.
It was
James Remar's version of Hicks. Oh, that's funny.
I will say I had such a journey with this crew that we had here because I was so pissed at how they treated just the corporation treated Ripley, and then how they were treating Ripley when she was there, and I'm just I'm on the alien side. I can't wait till they see it. I want to see their faces in terror because they know what they're messing with. And then when it happened, I was like, no, they do such a good job as to still find him endearing along the way in different ways that then when shit hits the fan, you're still rooting for them to not fuck up,
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I guess at this point, being sucked out of an airlock is definitely a trope. But again, as a countdown is going on, it's just...
It's interesting when you pointed out how many tropes there are. I don't think I ever realized it. It's chock full of them, but it's just working so well. I think part of the pacing, you're always oh, what's happening here? What's happening here? It's the same reason why you suddenly care for them once they are in danger. You're just always in the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I never put together sucking out the airlock countdown. I guess we have a countdown at the end of the last one, but it's not this one. The countdown starts halfway through, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things when I was reading one website, they kept saying Ellen instead of Ripley, and I was like, who are they talking about for a second? I'm so used to hearing Ripley's name, but she is so
Ripley.
She's so great in this one. I mean, she was such a badass in Alien, but on this different level, a more singular, contained level, and then she kind of really steps into the role with this one. She's very adamant. She didn't really want her character to ever use a gun in this movie. She's pretty anti-gun in real life. Sigourney Weaver.
Tough movie to be in. A lot of gun violence.
So that was one of her things. She had a few things. She also really wanted Ripley to die, but obviously they didn't do that. She wanted that to happen too. But she ultimately liked it when she's kind of almost forced and ready and to be into that role to use the gun towards the end and all that kind of stuff. And I was okay with everything there.
Motherly
but her
instincts.
character is just fantastic yet again. Love seeing her do this. Love seeing her be a badass. And I think will be continuing to be memorable for anyone who sees this and sees Alien as just like this strong, powerful female lead that kicks a bunch of aliens' asses.
Yeah.
But on top of Ripley, we have so many other characters in this one that add a lot to
the flavor of the film.
film. So please, anyone, speak.
I think with what you were just saying about Ripley and the first one to this one, the first one we touched on it then, it's like this ensemble cast. You almost don't know that she's going to end up being the survivor. Coming into this one, she is our established protagonist and written as the hero. And I think Sergio touched on that before. It just goes to your just kind of rooting for her the whole time and behind her, and like everything she does is like the right thing and the thing you would want to say or do in that situation. It just works. She works so well. The other characters though that I love in this movie is Bishop. I've always loved Bishop ever since I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
I used to do the stab around your finger thing, but with the eraser end of a pencil on my desk at school.
All the time.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Does that predate this movie, or did people see it for the first time in this movie?
I saw it for the first time.
I would
in this
imagine
movie,
a lot
but
of,
I was like 8, you know.
I just knew that other
people
people were doing it like at the cafeteria when I was a kid, and we would do it too. So I wondered.
I'd probably say that
it probably started here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whether or not they knew
whether
or not anybody in the cafeteria knew it came from this. Yeah. I bet it started here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think from Hicks to, I really love all the Marines in this, because like I think with war movies, they either go like one of two ways with kind of like how the military is portrayed, either like drones, as in just like no name, just kind of like same uniform go through. I really like how all these guys have banter with each other. Like you just within the first like 5 minutes of getting introduced to them, you're figuring out like the social dynamics that are going on in there, but it's very like face value. Like it's nothing like super cryptic. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you've got them kind of just like
not cryptic at all. It's direct.
Very direct. And what's great, it's just, I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy just the dynamics of all of them, because like you get just like dunked into all of these great personalities. And it, even with the short time that we see the Marines, not as in like introduce stuff like that, it's like when they die, you're like, I genuinely was like, oh no, not you. Oh no, not you too.
Yeah, they have such just a personality out of them. To answer our 5-finger fillet question, as the game is known to be, some say it's been around since the 1800s and invented by cowboys in the West. I mean, that's just one quick answer that we could use that for our rating scale, the 5-finger fillet.
5-finger fillet.
It is the 5-finger fillet. Did anyone besides Ripley stand out to you guys? Cody, Sergio?
Well, I just want to gush about Ripley really quickly, and then I'll go into that. Just because Ripley really
gush away like a queen.
I love her.
His egg sac just got burst.
So much. She honestly is competing with like Final Girl for me. Like with Nancy Thompson, because I love the character of Nancy Thompson, but she was just incredible in this movie, and especially because she just felt so human. You could just relate to her. She started off feeling insecure, was just had PTSD of everything. Just that moment where she just questions herself before she goes on steps further into this. It's like, oh, I can feel you, girl, but she gets so much more confident. Like she's already confident, but she got more confident. She became a leader as she went along, and I just love that, because in the first one, I kind of, as Sam said, I kind of felt like she was the quintessential final girl of the movie, but here she was the action star. She really participated in a lot of kicking ass, especially in the final moments of the film. So, and I just love the motherly aspect of her character that we got. And I can't believe that stuff isn't even in the movie, because I really like that. They gave so much depth to her character. Now, I'm hit or miss when it comes to like romantic things. Sometimes they really need to pull it off really well. And I thought the relationship between Hicks and Ripley was cute, mostly because I'm like, girl, you deserve this. Like, like get swooned, flirt a little bit. Like, this is good.
When he gives her the little tracking watch, and he's like, it'll let me know where you are. He's like, it's not like we're engaged or anything.
I was swooning. Even though at the end where they ask each other's names, right? Like, my name is this, and frick, I forgot his last words that he says to her. He says something and just like does this really handsome like smirk at her as she goes off to find Newt. I thought that was really great. And the gun moment where he's teaching her how to use the gun was really nice. I enjoyed that aspect of Hicks' character here, but of course he was more than that. But that was great.
Right. No, I love him in this. I like that gun moment too, when he's like, oh, that's the grenade launcher. You don't need to know about that. And she's like, hey, you started this. You better show me how it all works. Yeah. It's like, fucking yeah. Because in the middle of this like romantic moment, it's still like, hey, I'm a badass here.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. I'm not the damsel that you're going to be rescuing here.
Yeah.
Rescue your ass.
Can we talk about how much we fucking hate Burke in this? The
older
I get,
Burke talk
about Burke
chat.
Yeah. So Burke like, I think when I watched,
I was like, I wanted so much to like him at the beginning, because like
he did try to be on his side,
because at least like he was, even though like in hindsight it was all very fake, he was the one person like showing any amount of kindness towards Ripley at one point. And so like
it was all bullshit.
I wanted to like him, but God, it was just like every opportunity he made like the like morally worst possible decision that you could make in every situation. And it's just like so frustrating that he kept just like slipping away. And then of course like we got robbed of the moment where we like get to see him get his just desserts. He just like sees a xenomorph when the door opens and then cut away. Like,
and its mouth pops out. In my head, we saw that go into his head. And so I was surprised because
I think we all wanted
the rewatches for this.
I wanted when it was like,
we don't actually see it. It's off screen.
Yeah. Wild. I smelled that betrayal a mile away.
Oh, for sure. And what's weird about Burke's character is that, okay, it's like the David Bowie labyrinth thing, is that like every time you see David Bowie, his pants get tighter and his codpiece gets bigger. Is that Burke in this, every time we see him, he just gets worse. Like, so like in the beginning, he's like, okay, he's nice. And then the next thing he goes, okay, well, he's kind of like upper middle management. This, and the next scene we see him and he's like, oh, well, this is make or break, do this or we're gonna fucking fine you $1 million and you'll probably go to jail. Like every time he's like reintroduced or like a new scene with him, you're just like, God, he's even worse. Oh, and fuck, he's even worse.
Like I mean obviously the scene where like we find out that he has locked Ripley and Newt in the room with the two face huggers and like let them out, like obviously that's terrible, but I think the one that like really got under my skin the most is when they were like, they had just gotten attacked by all the aliens and they were trying to figure out what to do, and Ripley's like, well, obviously we need to just like blow this entire planet up, and his response is, but think about all the money we spent here already. And I'm like, bro,
this equipment's very expensive.
Do they not have space business insurance in this day and age? Like, right? I feel like that's what this is literally for.
Yeah,
I said we go to the space, nuke the entire site from orbit.
You can't tell me there's not a force majeure clause in there somewhere that someone can use to get the money back for this space station when everyone already died. Like, you're not dead. What are you gonna get out of that?
It also didn't it have like a thermal hole punched into it? It was gonna blow up anyways, where you're just sitting there like, guys, just the house has termites, just burn it down. Let's just start from scratch.
And his plan was diabolical against Ripley.
Oh
Yes.
God, yes.
Oh yeah, to both of them too. To have have Newt as part of it. Although I do love that scene when Ripley is telling everybody what he did, and it's like probably your cryo sleeps are
like sabotage
messed with so they don't work anymore. Sabotage. Thank you. The look, Paul Reiser's acting in that scene, I really like. Even though he's pretty much silent the whole time, he looks like a kid who got caught with his hand in the cookie jar and is coming up and is thinking of
things to
how
say
he's going to get out of it. Yep. Yeah, even though he's like completely caught red-handed.
Yeah, it's
good silent acting in that part.
I think because we were talking about how much did Wayland Yutani knew about this.
The company.
The company, like how much they knew about this. But I think it's very telling in Burke being not as afraid as everyone else. He seems to just prioritize the company, which is like, God, you're kissing their ass. And there's people like this. People like this exist in today's world, who don't care the fact that like people are dying, but then he's kind of more focused on something else. Makes me believe that he knows more about what these things do than he's leading on.
Yeah, I mean, because I still don't fully believe that what's the android's name in Alien in the first one, that like he wasn't sending reports back to the company of like what they found, and like there's no way that at this point they don't know or at least suspect. And the fact that the very first place they went to was like, sure, they're using the fact that they sunk all this cost into the planet already as an excuse, but like his character literally says at one point, I saw this and all I could think about was how it could be used as a weapon and that it'll make me super rich. And like, it's just such a good distillation of like this company and just the greed and that they care about nothing other than profits. And I know, Ross, you said earlier about the whole concept of like, it's the company town, like you get paid in company bucks that you spend at the company store, that like they just trap you in so many ways that you can't get out of. And like one of the things that clicked for me is in the scene where they're taking a nap, the heater, it's a Wayland Yutani heater, like a space heater that Newt turns on. And I'm like, it's like it evoked that
the medical equipment. And when she wakes up in the space, like a lot of the medical equipment in that room have the Wayland Yutani logo on it.
Like
it's all about branding.
It was almost evoking the merchandising scene from Spaceballs.
Yes, merchandising.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely do think that they definitely know like a bunch more. I mean, how much was Mother in the first one transmitting back?
Yeah.
To the company,
because Ash did get like confined and like do this and do, like it was getting direct orders to do stuff. So like, the company,
and I think that's all run probably through Mother of some extent, which is back to the company. So how much did Burke know? I think he knew more than definitely other people, but he could, I could easily see him somehow still getting like messages from the company while he's on the planet telling him to do these various things.
He's probably greasing palms, getting people to give him inside info that like, he shouldn't even have in the first place. Yeah, I don't trust him at all. Newt, we haven't really touched on.
Oh, yeah.
Great little kid actor. She does a great job, I think. When I was a kid, I was probably not that much older than her when I first saw this, so you could kind of like relate to her there. And now I'm watching it being like, my daughter's only a few years younger than her, you know what I mean? Or not far off. So I like... I've seen it now from both perspectives, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, so you really, that get away from her, you bitch, really resonated with you differently. Yeah. Like I could see myself saying that to an alien queen.
I was like, would I use
would I call her?
No, Newt, I feel like was a great child actor. I think we were definitely rooting for her. And there were so many like adorable moments when she called her mommy. Oh almost lost it because I was like, yes, imagine. Like I kind of compared because I think another great child actor was Andy in the first Child's Play. That's another one that really gives me tearful watching the performance. I think that they just acted so similar. I was like, this was great.
Yeah.
And another character that I really enjoyed in this was Bishop. I love that like we came in with the same PTSD that Ripley has of like we can't trust him. You're always a little suspicious of everything that he says, even though he's like, oh yeah, I have the behavioral inhibitor, so I can't do anything that would even indirectly cause harm to another human. But like, I just love that we get that moment at the end where like, we can finally just accept like, no, he is on our side and he's trying to help. And like, it's just that like, base level of not being able to trust that I think carried over so well from Alien into this movie.
Yeah, I definitely want to formally on the podcast apologize to Bishop. I was a little judgmental. I did not let my guard down about him.
You did not trust him.
No, I didn't. And then when
regular Ripley,
and then when he got like impaled, I was like
ripped apart.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude.
Torn in half.
Oh no.
I wanted to shout out Newt's line reading of they mostly come at night. Mostly. We had a lot of fun with that in our watch along.
Definitely did. I was going to say, we do also get the fake out that, oh no, Bishop is bad. He's taking the ship and running away. But
right.
Psych out.
The ground's too unstable, had to circle around.
Yeah. So that's certainly fun stuff. I mean,
you mentioned
that
is such a desperate moment too at the end there when it's just her and Newt and like the planet's exploding around and the Queen's coming like, what are you gonna do? Like it is over.
Yeah. Game over, man. Game over, man.
Game over.
Speaking of that quote,
readings.
in many lines, I mean, Bill Paxton improv'd a lot of his stuff, including Game Over Man and a lot of things. Apparently there's this whole
improv, what is it? Stop your grinning and drop your linens?
Probably. I don't know. I don't have that specifically. There's a lot. Apparently there's scenes where he was like shouting and improv a whole bunch, but the audio didn't pick it up or something. They didn't know what he was saying. No. So they brought him in to do voiceover work. He's like, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Shout out to when Brian and I met Bill Paxton. That was fun.
Always got to mention it. At a karaoke bar, at a dive bar in Florida. There was a film festival in town. He was in town for that, came afterwards, and he was just a very nice, generous guy, would take pictures with everyone and had a smile on his face and was happy to be there. Yeah. So
took time to talk to everyone. Real cool.
It was really cool. Get away from her, you bitch. I mentioned that.
Oh,
Game over, man. I mean, this movie's got a lot of really great, beautiful, quotable moments.
Look
like
into
that.
my eye. Me and my friend used to do that to each other after we saw this.
We've talked so many different scenes and so many different this and that here, but I really want to talk about the things that specifically scared you about this movie here. I mean, we have some like kind of like face hugger jump scares that are nice, but anytime that we saw, and I mentioned this before, the aliens crawling through the vents or crawling around and coming out was always got me as a child and still feel it.
Yeah.
To me, there's two big moments. The one is I already mentioned when they're checking their little BP devices and they're like, wait, that can't be right. They're in the room. And Michael Biehn peeks up there. In that moment when you see just all of them coming out, it's like, no, even knowing that's coming, watching it, like
oh God.
I'm waiting for it, and it still works every time.
My heart's
and
sank.
then yeah, it's so good. And the other moment for me is when she's laying with Newt and we see the two empty face hugger jars in there, and so we know they're around there somewhere, and just you're waiting for it. It's the anticipation.
Yeah. Oh no, same. I think those are the two pinnacle. Like that's what, just the dread in the medical bay when they are locked in there and can't get out, and then just waiting for a face hugger or two just to jump out at them is just
Yeah, I love the moment where one of them attacks Ripley and she's struggling, or no, I'm pretty sure they attack Ripley, and then Newt is screaming bloody murder, and then just a little, there's a second one coming behind her. I screamed. I was like, this can't be happening. I forgot that there were two, right? Like, because there were two jars.
Jars, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is an excellent moment.
My other big one involves Newt as well, with the alien rising up behind her, just feeling that.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going to say, not that I found it particularly scary, but it just looks so cool. It's such a cinematic moment. That moment where the alien rises behind her.
All of my everything if I turned around and saw that.
I would throw up shit.
Evacuate all of my everything.
I also love the moment where I just the whole, like, after we found out that they're up on the roof or the vents,
the ceiling.
After the ceiling, and then they have to, like, survive, and then Burke closes the door on them. From there till, like, the explosion that happens at the end, this is more like suspenseful. Like, they're just we are running out of time, people are dying, and we have to, like, open the door, close the door, shut the door, then go back more, and you're thinking, like, yeah, they're far away, and then you look and they're still coming after us. I'm like, oh
no,
there's no way.
Oh, that's right, there's more.
There's more.
I do remember, like, distinctly as a kid when the pilot gets it, when she, like, looks back and there's a xenomorph on the actual that one got to me. It also, I think it's not even suspenders, because it's not, but, like, I just love the fact that the planet is so dark and they're wearing sunglasses, like the pilots are wearing, like, she's wearing sunglasses.
She's wearing aviators.
Aviators when, like, clearly she'd be blind. And I'm just like, this is great.
Maybe they're future aviators and have, like,
They help her see.
They help her see.
It's the vibes.
It's the vibes.
It's like
Vibes
polarized,
help you see
but
it.
future polarized.
As long as the vibes are right, you'll be all right.
You're right. Yeah.
So instead of going through all the gores and kills here, because we get a lot, let's kind of briefly say that it's a lot of kills kind of off screen, or explosion kills, or ultimately our biggest, goriest thing is Bishop getting ripped in half. But it's just, a milky substance, which apparently on this one, they used actual milk and other gross shit. So that sat out in the hot, gross everything, and stank, and, like, no one wanted to be around it. And apparently Lance was just went along with it and did his part.
He was considering this maybe his last job, so I can see why,
I'll sit in this
just
stink.
He went all in. Honorable mention to Private Drake, because I think he's the one who, like, I actually really, really wanted him to survive, but then he, like, kills one of the aliens and the acid hits his face.
Oh my
And we get
god.
a quick shot of his aftermath. I was like, we're so close.
That's one of the things that always scared me about these fucking aliens. I'm like, they're fucking crazy, insane. They'll get at you, do this, but, like, I kill one and it might shoot its acid on me. And, like, that was terrifying to me as a kid. I had I guess a big fear of acid as a kid as well.
We should still fear it.
I was expecting to run into much more acid in my life.
That and quicksand.
I really thought quicksand was going to be a bigger problem. And, some more blown up by grenades. And you mentioned, the pilot one always stuck with me as well, because it's like she tries to get her gun real quick and then she just gets a face flap. So let's go ahead, jump into the Gorometer and give this one a rating.
It's time for the Gorometer. Fatality.
Scale of 1 to 10, Psycho the Sadness. How gory is this film? We'll start with intensity. It's relatively low. I don't want to say it's super low.
I'd give it,
we get
like,
stuff. We get an acid.
It's more icky than gross.
Yeah.
I mean, gore.
Sure.
I think Bishop and, like, the acid getting on people in general, not just it happens multiple times. And to me, that's like a 2.
Yeah, I can be fine.
What say you all?
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, if we're including like
the
bishop goo gore, then yeah, I would give it a 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Consistency, because there's, I mean,
well,
I'd also
it's
maybe
consistently low.
Yeah, I'd give it a, I don't know, maybe I'd
give it like a 1.5
or a 2 at most.
I'd say 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're sticking to like gore and not including anything else, then yeah, I would say that 1.5 fits it.
Yeah.
So that's a 3.5, which I think is pretty appropriate for the movie. The important question here at this point is, does it need to be gooier? Personally, I don't think it needs to, because it works well for this, again, I think being a good beginner into a sci-fi horror film.
Yeah.
Would I appreciate gooier? Would I appreciate some more faces getting popped by a little alien mouth? Yeah, I think I would like it, and I think it wouldn't hurt the movie either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think kick it up to like a 4 point, what is it now?
3.5.
Kick it up to a 4.5. We don't need a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just another.
I'd be down for a 4.5 cut of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could throw in a couple extra like chest bursters or something. We only got one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
true.
point.
I'm okay with it as is. The only one that I would want is Burke. I would want something to be
sure. Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to kill Burke off, how would it happen?
I would want Burke to be one of the chest bursters. I want to watch him go like fully get taken over by the alien that he was so desperate to try to bring back and be killed the way that he was going to ashore the others got killed.
I would want the alien to just pop, scare him. He falls down a hole that had acid on it, and he falls head first, breaks in half.
Like final, like Rube Goldberg, Final Destination style. It's just a multitude of injuries before final death. I like that. I like that a lot.
I think I like taking the facehugger idea, but I think the alien should cocoon him. Ripley should find him later on, not save him, and then he gets chest bursted.
Damn.
That's so sad.
I really do think
she's going
she's
like
not cold-blooded like that.
But
that's cold-blooded.
She probably try and save him in and time, it would happen anyway.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think I'm absolutely gonna go on that tip. I think he should get chest bursted. I think it should be one of those like it just doesn't save him in time. But I think because we haven't been at this point in the game been introduced to what a queen chest burster would be like, I would love a giant shovel-headed, like what we would normally see a chest burster, but like 4 times the size, just punch through his door.
Burst out a little bit.
That's
more brutally.
good.
Yeah.
I want that. I'm stealing your idea. I want that, but then he also falls off into a hole.
Yes,
and then
his husk of a body falls into acid.
Perfect.
Yep.
It's just kind of like comical how many things keep happening to him in his body. Then it just gets sucked out of space and then gets
Chef died on South Park.
Right.
There you go. How would you like your Burke killed, Sam?
Just the way I remembered it, which is essentially the same, but we see it's like from behind and sort of a wider shot.
Mm-hmm.
It like cuts to it after we see the mouth come out, and you kind of see it go into his face, but from behind. So you still don't really see it, but you kind of do.
Yeah.
I just want it to be like I thought it was.
Like follow through.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think, at least in these first 2, we see the little mouths shoot out, but we haven't seen what they do. What happens when they attack someone with it?
They give them a kiss. And then
show me the result.
So this movie ends, big climactic ending, countdown going on.
Mm-hmm.
Ripley saving Newt, confronts the queen, destroys the egg, sacks gushing, as we mentioned.
That's a scary moment. Sorry, going back to scary moments when she is running with Newt and all of a sudden she stops
and the music
and
stops,
like pans out, and we see that she is just in a room full of eggs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a butthole puckerer right there.
Oh, it is.
I do want to ask. I don't know if there's the same sentiment out there or not, but I kind of feel bad for the queen in a way, because she did like say, you
She's
can
just
go
a space beast.
But also, like, this is where they crash landed first, and y'all are coming into her territory and doing all this shit. So, what is she supposed to do? You know, she's the queen.
She's
she needs
just
to run
defending
shit.
her young too.
Exactly, and they run things better. Everyone's betraying each other as humans. So, like, and then on top of that, Ripley's like, you know what? Fuck y'all. So, of course, Queen is gonna come over and say, oh hell no, we're gonna go at it.
especially after she and Ripley made eye contact and she was like, all right,
We're both mothers. Got it.
I'll as long as you don't hurt my babies, I'll let you go. And Ripley was like, you know what? On my way out, just omelets.
An egg opened up. She looks at an egg opens up and Ripley looks back at the queen like, come on, we had a deal.
Yeah, the queen is like the one that draws.
Wait, can't you control that?
Right.
I'd like to think she laid the eggs. The eggs
That's
are just going to
too.
hatch at some point in the future. Like, it's not like...
But like, would her uterus be able to be like, now you open up?
Well, we
Is
don't
that
really
how that
understand
works?
how do the eggs work, though, is kind of a thing. We really don't understand if the queen can control that from happening or not.
Well, if it's in the logic of
Right?
I don't
like
think we
bees
know,
or like insects, or if they all have like a hive mentality and the queen is directing them to go places, it wouldn't be that weird of a stretch that they have. It's almost like a psychic or telekinetic bond with these other creatures.
Pheromones, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say pheromones. Like, it's very ant coded.
Yeah. So it could be plausible that she could like give off like she could crop dust a little bit and all the eggs go like,
See, it could have been an accident. Like, oh, I didn't mean that. And then baby's gone.
Just
she tooted out a pheromone and
I'm so sorry. And Ripley's like, not on my watch.
oh no.
Well, speaking of, like you said, the sympathy for her, Ripley does say to Burke, you know, Burke, I don't know which species is worse. You don't see them fucking each other over for a goddamn percentage.
Preach.
Yeah.
So that's where you get that little bit of connection right there.
I
So
love that.
we get
How about that poontang or whatever that Marines talk about early on.
that's your
Yeah, he says something, whatever planet it is, and they're like, oh yeah, they're great to have sex with, whatever it is. And he's like, yeah, but yours, he says something, he's like, yours was a guy. And he's like, it don't matter when it's like Valerian or whatever planet it's from. But I think the idea of aliens even having a gender necessarily is a funny thing to like stick to.
well,
it's like,
well, it's almost like,
how do you know what's, I guess if it has eggs, then it would be female, and sperm, it would be male.
But it's also, I think, leading way heavy more into like an insect, where like there's
exactly like
overbearing
they
queen,
have like a,
and then everyone else is a male, and then like they've got kind of like head mama.
I think it's based all again on that insect, bee, ant, hive mentality thing, and it's you know, just base it on that and don't think too hard. So the queen pursues them as they're escaping, and ultimately we get to the big moment of Ripley and the exoskeleton loader thing fighting a queen and falling into the shaft, getting sucked off into space.
That was scary.
That's the toy I didn't have. Like, I had the queen and I had that bull alien. I don't think I had any other alien toys, but I wanted Ripley in that power loader so badly.
Yeah.
Like, that was so cool to me.
That's like a Lego set waiting to happen.
No, I need a replica of Mother Alien and also Ripley facing off. I need that. Is that out there? Are you gonna put it like,
I'm sure it is.
Right here
Yes.
somewhere?
Yeah.
That
is so iconic, that ending.
And I love that
it's funny.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I just love that Bishop grabbed Newt.
Yeah.
Like to prevent her from falling. And I'm like, okay, I'm even more sorry. You guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
After
that
getting
part.
Darth
The
Mauled.
torn in half Bishop. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that essentially the end repeats the same beats as the first movie. She's like running around, rescues the cat or the little kid, and is now running around and gets out, and she's free, and we think she's safe, but the alien actually got aboard with her, and now you got to take care of that on your own. It follows all those same moments, and yet doesn't feel like the same.
Yeah.
Sure.
At all. Maybe just because this is like kicked up so much more to 11.
Yeah.
Right. You notice the similarities when you really start looking at it and talking about it, but when you're in the moment, it doesn't feel that way. So I think that's a great end to the movie, and it takes us off, loading off into hypersleep for the return to Earth and see what comes next. Coming up, we got our crematorium of questions. Any final thoughts real quick? Great. Love it. If anything comes to you, we'll do them at the crematorium. Let's go. First and foremost, we have all been in hypersleep on the Chuddle shuttle. We end up landing or crash landing on LV-426. This is going on while simultaneously some space marines are showing up to battle some aliens. Do we survive this?
Nope.
No. Unless I
not.
befriend. If Ripley wants some gay besties,
Right.
that's us.
I don't know that I can be running through these tunnels all crunched over like that. I don't think I have it in me to maintain that shape for so long.
I am not limber nor cardio efficient enough to survive anything that happens in Aliens.
Yeah, it's a matter of maybe hiding out in some vents if you're lucky enough to like find Newt's hiding place and just chill out while all this goes down.
Then there's
But then you get blown up.
Endpoint. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all hole up at like Newt's little hiding place. Like, all right, perfect, we're fine.
We're good.
Do you guys hear that?
Yeah, I think that pretty much solves it. Let's talk about our hero level. Ellen Ripley is who it is. It's got to be tenacity and iconography.
10.
Yeah, she puts a 10 in tenacity for sure.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
It's in all of it, I think so.
Yeah.
So the iconography, I feel like I can't really tell you what she's wearing unless she's in the loader.
Dude, if you get...
I feel like her sneakers I can picture.
You get her in the tank toppy thingy with a pulse rifle with the right hairdo and like and the space pants. I could see that from a mile and a half away.
Yes.
Okay.
And she has iconic hair.
Does she?
Yeah, she does. If
Sam
I
has
saw her
hair blindness.
silhouette.
Yeah.
It goes along with the wig blindness. So
that's
you're
true.
reluctant to give it a 10. I think we feel comfortable, but Sam, are you
You're
not feeling
pushing
that?
back.
10?
I feel like as the scale goes, iconography, I just because it has to be certain looks, like either in the loader or with this gun carrying a little girl or whatever, rather than a maintained look throughout. But I mean, I'm not going to fight against it. I just, think it has to be a very well manicured for it to be.
So it's a 10 with an asterisk. It's like,
yeah, with dissent from me.
yes.
Interesting. Okay. Villain level, 1 through 10 as well. Power level and iconography.
Including Queen. Or is she in a different...
Or is the queen
spectrum?
the baddie?
Is she like...
I mean,
I think
it's a hive. They're all one.
They're all one. Yeah. I mean, iconography
Nice.
is that is a 5. Like,
Yeah.
agreed.
and I think that their power level is, if we're going to lump in the queen, and the queen is a bad mamma jamma, I'd probably give it maybe like a 4. Like, it's not godlike powers by any standpoint, but it is literally like a horde beehive of these things with a ginormous mama behind it.
I will say I almost want to put it down to a 3, maybe a 3.5, only because I feel like the queen is super iconic. She clearly is very powerful too. Like, we got real lucky that we were able to hop on that shuttle, but at the same time, I feel like we were killing a lot of aliens at close range, and the movie wasn't entirely consistent with how often the acid splashed back on people.
Yeah.
Like it's the one like negative thing I think I could say about this movie is that Ripley killed a lot more aliens, a lot more closer up than a lot of the Marines who were killed from acid splashback, and she got away like completely clean with which love that for her. I just don't know that it's consistent with the movie.
It's true.
Fair.
That's very true.
Fair.
Yeah, I could say 3 or 3.5.
I was going to say 3.5. So
Yeah, I'm going to say
3.5 works.
3.5.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just smarter and how they like work together
Mm-hmm.
and overcome them so fast. So I definitely think it deserves that.
Agreed.
Love it. So that gives it an 8.5 versus Ripley, which is a 10 with an asterisk, but that still probably beats the Aliens, which she obviously does. Good for her and good for the scale. Now, a sequel for this movie, I think what I would have liked probably at this point was, okay, in Aliens, we teased that we're almost at Earth, but I kind of want to see it go on Earth and have some Xenos show up and be in a populated area or something like that and have shit going off. And Ripley's there. She's like, oh, not again. It's like Die Hard.
This time,
But
it's
Aliens.
Earth.
This time,
Yeah.
it's the Earth.
This time it's Earth.
This Earth Day.
Anyone else want a sequel?
I mean, so are you not down for the business court procedural that is
The Law and Order
going
episode?
back in front of that entire
The civil
trial
suit?
people, and they say, listen, your agreement clearly stipulated you were not to blow up another station.
Another one.
And
This
you
is 2
did
for 2.
not. Yeah.
We actually subpoena the queen from space. Feel like she need to come back.
She joins via Zoom.
Yes.
Ooh. I'm just as down for that.
I think that sounds great. Okay, so if I was going to do a sequel, it would not. Well, I guess it would be I would have a found footage horror thing set at the colony. So like you get to see from like a recording standpoint of like security cameras and first person like viewpoint of the colony being taken over by xenomorphs. I thought would be a really weird, fun way of like because I mean we know what happened because obviously they're all aliens now, or like there's tons of aliens there, but like how did it happen and like the whole span of it, you know what I mean? You could introduce Newt's family, like the brother and sister, things like that. You can get like real fun and weird with it, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. I'm in a weird spot because I kind of feel like this was a good ending. It was a happy ending, but the only thing that's like still irks me is the Weyland-Yutani stuff and how they're probably going to still going. So I do question that. Other than that, I think I would have been happy. I don't know the quality of the rest of the sequels, but I think I would have been happy with it ending here. But I would maybe add some text in the screen with the inspirational music saying like Weyland-Yutani died.
I mean, I think that like that like all joking aside, my vision for a sequel would probably be kind of similar, Brian, to what you were suggesting, where it's like we wanted to like have it happen like on Earth in a more populated area, like on the space station outside of Earth or something where the stakes are a little bit higher. But I think the vehicle that I would use to get there is that they would take Bishop's body back as like company property, do a whole bunch of testing, and then they find that when the queen killed him, that there was like some sort of salvageable genetic material that was left on his body that they could like reverse engineer, not the same xenomorph, but something a little bit like Jurassic Parky, and that they would be doing it to create some sort of bioweapon that kind of gets out of hand.
Sure.
And it happens like in the corporate office.
Fucking company would do that.
Like a rhino xenomorph.
Yeah.
Or the gorilla morph.
Yeah.
Those all great ideas. Maybe one day we'll see it happen. What prop would you want from the film? For us specifically, Chuddlemen, what do we want to throw in the crypt? I'm like, let's get that exosuit cargo loader. Let's get
that loader in there for sure.
Yeah.
Get the rail gun hip steady cam thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All their different outfits. Let's just have them all up in there because they all had the personalization.
Oh,
have
yeah.
like little stands because I want a Xeno suit as well. What if we had the Queen?
Oh, let's get the Queen.
Yeah.
The Queen and the power loader in a sort of.
We can't even operate it.
We need another 12 people to operate.
So we're just going to taxidermy the Queen's head.
I do think it's funny that the Queen,
Like a mount, like a hunting mount. It's just the
hangs
Queen's
out.
head.
Mm-hmm.
Her mouth hangs out underneath her head most of the time, or like the plate or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she like lowered her mouth out, and it really extends out.
It's like a
that her
nesting
teeth
doll.
are clear.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would want the Batmobile, that like cool vehicle that they.
Oh yeah,
around
it is very Batmobile, which is I never thought until I think watching it for this, or probably no, because I've watched it. I never would have thought that till the Batman Nolan movies, and now when I see it, that's it. First thing I think.
I think those are all great things to have. An egg. Just have an egg laying around. That'd be good to have. Obviously, face huggers and the containment things. All that's kind of cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Half a bishop.
At the midnight showing, what are you throwing? Certainly KY jelly and eggs.
Yeah, KY jelly and eggs.
Milk.
With balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Water,
Curdled
just milk
milk.
balloons, like water balloons just filled with
Yeah.
milk.
Nice.
Bring in like multicolor lights, like a flashlight that changes colors.
Acid.
Actual acid.
Just throw.
watch
Mostly,
out.
definitely yelling mostly.
Everyone brings in their own Tesla coil for the scene at the end where everything starts going all lightning-y.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's real interactive. This is going to be a good one. This would be a fun showing for it.
Yeah.
And the concession vessel for this movie, I said would be great, would be an egg. You can peel it open.
Egg would be great.
Dip on in. That's a great popcorn bucket. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Could
Queen
there,
somehow, something with the Queen.
Could there be like a Queen nacho tray? Like her whole head is like a 4-person, like maybe a
I feel like I'd have to
4-course
be
meal.
upside down.
Do you squeeze the egg sac to get the cheese to come
Yes.
out?
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know.
10 out
that's
of 10.
brilliant. That's brilliant.
Amazing.
I don't know how that's one of the grosser things we've ever said on here, but it is.
Would you like some?
Those
Would
are
you
just
like?
regular words?
Would you like some queso eggs?
Oh my God.
Love it. Let's get to our ratings.
I only want your fingers.
Should we all, cut our fingers open and bleed on it?
Can you wrap your fingers around this?
I'll take a Voorhees burger and a side of Jason's bacon.
Show them.
On this show, we use a rating scale of 0 to 5 fingers. Each finger represents a different quality about a movie. These ratings are intended to be subjective on how we feel about a movie, not if the movie is objectively good or bad. Engaging, sticky, stuffable, cockles, and rewatchable is what we will run through. I'll go ahead and start us for this one. As we went through this movie again, and I watched it for this, and I watched it relatively kind of not too long before here, I was fully engaged the whole time and definitely there for a 1 with it. And all of it is so damn memorable, maybe because I've watched it so much growing up but I think that leads to how well the movie is stylized and made, that it feels so memorable, from our space marines to Ripley to the aliens themselves. So I remember a lot of it. It sticks with me and I like thinking about it. So that's a 1 as well. Stuffable. There's so much cool shit. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt. I would love I had the toys. I have, the containment pod. I love, you guys know my love for this series.
Yeah.
It's a 1. Cockles, kind of, you should be able to feel where I'm going with this. So it's a 1 with there. And I could watch this anytime as well with a 1. It's a 5 for me. And that might be because it's a damn good movie, but it also might be nostalgia and all of it mixed together. It's a great time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 5, feels like a 5, and I'm happy to say that. I'm going to go to Sam next.
Sam next. That's me.
That is you.
That is you. And then Ross.
Okay.
That's you.
So engaging. Yeah, honestly, it might be a 0.75, but I don't really think it is. I think that's just how many times I've watched it, because some scenes I'm actually looking for new things, and then other times I might be kind of like, But I think that's just an effect of having watched it so much. So I'm not going to punish it for that. Sticky is going to be a 1 because watched it a ton as a kid. I've watched it every so often throughout the years as an adult. It's never gone away. And I mean, yeah, it was very sticky lines. I can hear lines from this movie in my head. Part of that is the first computer I had, a friend of mine showed me how to like program, like when you open this program, it'll make this sound. When you turn it on, it'll make this sound. And so I downloaded like the Aliens clipboard from some website, and we used that to like program, customize all the sounds.
I think I did that with the Matrix for mine at one point.
Nice. So one there for sticky. Stuffable. I don't think I currently have anything, but it's stuffable. Yes. Full 1, cutting off a finger for stuffable. I can't think of anything I have now other than the 4K and the DVD, things that the movie itself. I would love some stuff for Aliens. Going to cockles, absolute 1. There's something about you can put it on and watch it. You can put it on as background. There's something about the color palette of the movie, a lot due to the lighting, that is just like, just fine to look at. It could be on at a bar.
Mostly.
And rewatchable is going to be a 1 as well. I can put it on and watch it or not, as I just said. And I don't know that I'll be rushing to do it again, because I watched it 3 times for this, and I had watched it not too long ago before then. So, but every few years, I'm sure 2-3 years from now, I'll be like, you know what? Time to watch Aliens again.
Hell yeah, brother Pooh.
And 5 is right. I knew it would be a 5.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Rossi Poo.
Oh, dip. I'll keep it short and sweet. It is a 1 across the board. It's a 5. It's weird because I was teetering in my mind a little bit about the cockles in the fact, but it's honestly because to me personally, like I like the first Alien over Aliens, but it's like the argument of like 2 completely different favorite foods. You know what I mean? Like I think there's benefits and negatives to either one, but like to me, they're both phenomenal. Like this one is a lot more action science fiction horror versus like isolated, like terrifying horror is the first one.
Yeah.
But they still have the complete merits. And I think this is a 5 across. Yeah. This is certified.
Love to hear it. Let's go over to our beautiful guest tonight, Sergio, Cody.
I think we should say it at the same time. Ready? So
he can bring it to you.
Wait, who do
you want to go first?
Do you want to? I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna. No surprise. This is gonna be a 1 across the board.
Yeah.
For me, it was so much fun. So many memorable moments. Ripley is just skyrocketed up to like my favorite final girl.
Hell yeah.
I still think it's Nancy Thompson, but still she is
still
badass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for her. I was so like, I got chills during certain scenes and shots and just the way things were lit. And the fact that like, it was just it was very fast paced, yet they took time to give us information, which was really good. Like that really like stuck with me. Usually sometimes with sci-fi stuff, I do tend to get lost because there's a lot of like lingo and information shot at us, but all of it I really picked up really well. I do think that Alien, I think just like you, Ross, I think I do prefer Alien a little bit more than Aliens, but that's because I think I just love the eerie atmosphere, the somber yet eerie soundtrack.
Yeah.
Though the soundtrack for this one is really good too. Like there was just
the main theme.
so much epic fucking music going on, and I was like let's go. This movie felt like I was high. Like I was just like, I'm pumped, you know, and it just got better and better as it went. So I think that just like that stickiness and cockles combined, fully engaged. I mean, we kind of had to because it was a reaction, but we were fully engaged. And T-Shirtable, I can't wait to get more Alien stuff. Like we have some Alien merch, but like specific to this movie, I can't wait to like dig deep and see what they have. And rewatchable, of course. I think it's so awesome that we just recently saw this movie and it's so good. Like it just left a good impression on me, and I actually kind of want to watch it again with the theatrical version just to see what the feel is without those things. I wonder if the pacing just feels a little bit different, or even though like the version that we saw was really good. Which
version did you see? The one
extended?
We saw the special edition.
Special edition.
Special edition, yeah. We did look it up because like which one is preferred, and everyone was like, see the studio, the special edition. So we chose that one.
Yeah, I watched I guess I watched both versions.
Cody,
both on the 4K.
Clean us up.
So this is gonna be 0 for me. Just kidding. I am also giving a 1 in every category. This was my first time watching this movie, and I am not sure still. I think I need to rewatch it a couple times before I can say whether like I'm leaning a little bit more towards Alien as just the classic that it is, or this movie. And I do think it is partially muddied a little bit by the fact that like this does feel like a genre tonal shift a little bit. Yeah. I don't hate where it came from or where it went to. And I really enjoyed every bit of this movie. I love the way that we gave so much more depth to Ripley's character. I love that we got to see her come save the day again. And I just really enjoyed so much of this movie. I think because I always have to think of like what my t-shirt design would be. My t-shirt design for this would be a picture of the alien queen. It would just say Yas Queen underneath.
Yes.
Beautiful.
But there's like I can see so many collectible things from this, like an action figure of, like you said, Sergio, like Ripley in the loader fighting the alien queen.
Yes,
as like a scene. There's so much that you could just sell from this. And I really loved this movie. I couldn't give it less than a 5, and I cannot wait to watch it again.
Nice.
That is awesome. I appreciate. Yes.
Two things I forgot to mention, and I'm sorry, it's inappropriate. The very beginning, the title card, and it just goes like, opens the hole into it. I was like, what? I was like, oh, but it also kind of feels like, yeah, we're being birthed here. And then also the face hugger that just like jump scares.
Oh, and then had the thing,
and it was like sucking. Like, I was not a fan of that. I mean, maybe you guys were like into it, but I was
no. that was, I didn't really articulate it well. That was kind of my point earlier with the Marines having sex with the aliens, is that it doesn't matter what gender it is, like whether or not you're attracted to boys or girls. This is now an alien that you are having sex with. It should not like come into play. Wouldn't it look completely alien? What does it matter?
Yeah,
like, true. I don't know.
No, yeah, totally. Because theoretically, it's a completely different thing.
Right. You have to also be attracted to like this lizard lady or lizard person. What the fuck? I'm glad that it being a first time watch for you guys, you don't have all this nostalgia wrapped up in it.
Right.
And it is such a change from the first one tonally. I'm glad that it still worked for you guys the way it does for us.
Oh.
So let's jump over to what the club has to say real quick. Our wonderful acolytes chimed in with a few things. T-Boo, the Witch Doctor of Doom, says, I mostly like this movie a lot. It's very fun and does the sequel thing where the budget is bigger, so the film itself goes up in scale. It's touted as the best of the franchise by some, and I can understand why they feel that way. It's more action-packed and crowd-pleasing than the original. Mecha Ripley is pretty damn cool, but alas, it's not the original. No air of mystery, really. Not to me, anyway. I don't know what to rate it, but fuck it. Give it a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, and get away from her, you bitch.
All right. Thank you, Tibu. We have Scotty chiming in as well. Tibu from the Nightclub Podcast. Scotty, Fun with Horror. Scotty says, I keep forgetting to contribute, so here we go. Aliens has a few nostalgic memories attached to it. The first time I tried to see it in theaters was with my babysitter, and it happens to be the only time in my life that the worker wouldn't let me in because I was under 18 and not with a legal guardian. Oh. My uncle ended up taking me, and I fell in love with the movie. I still remember reading the novelization of it, a book that simply had the title and nothing else on the cover. And I remember how excited I was when it came out on VHS. I watched it every night for a week, and every time I thought to myself, I can't believe I get to do this. Oh. Sigh. 5 out of 5. Perfect movie.
Beautiful.
That was
Thank you, Scotty.
Adorable.
Thank you,
I
Scotty.
love that.
Scotty is adorable and wholesome and fun with horror.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Ricky, Witchy Keijan says, legit my favorite movie. That's all that needed to be said.
Yeah.
Then Kate, that Tiger Snake Kate, joined in and said, oh no, I forgot to rate it in time. 1,000,000 fingers, 1,000,000, I tell you. And it turned out she had a couple hours left. So she said, this is my favorite of the franchise and the first one that I saw. Oh, just like me. There are parts that still make me anxious no matter how many times I watch it. Ceiling xenomorphs, anyone? Absolutely, Kate. I think we all agree with you there.
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch these two react to it. And I think it is perfect. And she gave a little heart emoji. P.S. 1,000,000 fingers still stands.
Beautiful.
Fair. Nice.
So in the Chuddle scale, you all know, certified Chuddle sits it there at the top. This is it follows the same pattern as Alien. When we previously did it, it was all of us all giving it a 5.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is the only franchise we've done that has 2 certified Chuddles, right?
Certainly,
it's got to be.
Yeah.
Wishmaster?
Maybe Wishmaster will have at least 2 certified Chuddles, I think.
I mean, 3 and 4 probably.
Yeah, no, because even Romero doesn't have any certified Chuddles at all in there. Chucky did not.
Oh, yeah, that's probably me.
Yeah, Wishmaster did not as well. So I think we just went over it last week, but we'll go over real quick again. Other certified Chuddles: Treevenge, not last week. Treevenge, Scream, Psycho Gorman, Nightmare on Elm Street, Pussycake, Barbarian, The Signal, Deadstream, Return of the Living Dead, Midsommar, Demons, Shaun of the Dead, 28 Days Later, Alien, and adding to it, Aliens.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Love to see it up there. Love to see your certified Chuddles grow a little bit more. I have a feeling that trend will not continue, but we will find out when we cover the rest of the Alien franchise.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll be top notch.
Until then,
I'm not. Yeah.
Tonight's meeting of Chuddle the Pod is concluded. If you're enjoying the show, want to stay trapped with us, follow Chuddle the Pod on Instagram and Threads. Go ahead, follow Ross at Ross Purvis on Instagram. And even better, go get tattooed by him for a little bit longer. If you're in Florida, or for a while longer, we'll be around. Or if you're in Canada, eh? Anyway, buy his stuff. You can buy prints. You can buy all sorts of cool shit from Ross. Ross Purvis on Instagram. Check it out. Chuddle the Sam.
Thanks.
Chuddle the Brian. Chuddle the Ross. Letterboxd. Go there. Do that. But more importantly, or just as importantly, Cody and Sergio of the Horror Bandwagon. Thank you so much for being here. Please tell anything that you want to tell.
Thank you. Thank you for anything. Well, we love these guys. These guys are amazing, and we always miss them when we don't get together. But you can find us on YouTube, Patreon. We did film a reaction to this movie, and it will be edited, but it won't come out until maybe like next month. So, but we are going to be sending the Chuddlemen our full length reaction. So that way, Chuddle members get first access to it.
You patrons out there will get to check it out. So that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that, guys, and thank you for joining. And I guess amazing. I know the next time I'll be watching the movie because it'll be to watch that. So love you guys. Sorry,
that's okay.
Just had to get that out there.
It's important you feel that way. If you want to hang out with us and any other fellow Chuddlers, join the Discord, become part of the community, reach out on Instagram, and comment on our posts or anything like that. We'll community goes strong in all sorts of different ways. There's a link to all that gooey goodness in the show description below. In a week or two, we'll return to offer up our next tribute to Dragula Fear Madness.
Psycho Killer.
Fear. So we might be Dragula Fear coming up after this. Madness. Enjoy that. And until next time, avoid the time loop.